Hello! Welcome to the Vintage Girl Next Door. My name is Laci, and today, as you can see, we're in a different spot for filming because I am going to take you on a Pyrex tour. So, I've been collecting Pyrex for about the last 4 years or so, and pretty much 99% of my collection is either thrifted or gifts. There is one bowl that I bought on eBay for a little bit of a higher price, and I'll tell you which one that is when we get to it. But yeah, for the most part, all thrift store finds. So I've been super lucky to find these pieces. So today I'm going to show you my collection of Pyrex, as well as some kind of competitor products such as Fire King and Glass Bake. So we will get right into it. I thought it would be fun to just tell you a few facts about Pyrex to get started. So I'm not an expert on Pyrex or like the names of all of it or dating it, but I have done a little bit of research on my collection, so I'm going to share that with you. Pyrex made its debut in 1915 during World War I, and it was made as an alternative to a German-made brand called Duran. And it was made from borosilicate glass, and the purpose was that it is a glass that does not expand when it gets hot. This type of glass was used in chemical labs as well as for kitchenware. The name actually came because the first commercial products that were sold were pie plates, and there was a lot of other trademark brands that ended in EX, so they added an R just to make it sound better, and we have Pyrex. One cool fact I learned that I did not know about Pyrex is that that type of glass is used to make telescopes. One of the most famous ones is the Hale telescope, and it has a 200-inch piece of the borosilicate glass. It took a year for the glass to cool. It was used on that telescope that was in an observatory in California, and now you can see that piece of glass in... Hello? Now you can see that 200-inch piece in the Corning Museum of Glass. So, without further ado, let's look at some Pyrex. I'm just gonna go in no particular order. I'm just gonna grab the pieces. They're all over the floor around me and in my hutch. So let's get started. First up, we have this amazing mixing bowl, and it is the Town and Country pattern of Pyrex. And of this collection, I have the large mixing bowl, and I also have this baking dish with the lid, and these pieces I thrifted for $3 each. Town and Country print was produced in 1963. The next print I have to show you is Butterfly Gold, and I have found several pieces of this all separately while thrifting. So I have this bread pan, I have these two little dishes. Sadly, they are a bit dishwasher damaged, but I couldn't leave them behind. I have not tried to restore them at all, so I'm going to scrub them. I'll use some Barkeeper's Friend on them and maybe rub some olive oil into the outside and see how it goes. Fingers crossed that they will shine up a little bit and I can get all these black marks off and everything. So these I thrifted $3 and this one was $2. I haven't even taken the tag off yet. And the Butterfly Gold print was produced in the 60s and early 70s. So I'm not sure exactly when mine is from, but somewhere in that range. I also have the mixing bowls for that print. So I have the small and the next size and then the large. So I'm missing the one in between these two sizes. But these three I got all together as a set thrifting, and I believe they were $8 for all three. Next up I have the Square Flowers print. This one was late 60s, 70s. May also be called Verde Square Flowers. Not positive on that. So I have this one, and I also have the divided dish with the lid. So very cool. I was able to thrift these two as well. I believe this one with the lid was $3 and then the single bowl was $2. Next up in the collection is some 70s Pyrex, and I have the Spring Flowers, and then this one, the avocado green mixing bowl. They are loners, they don't have any of their friends. But that's okay, I will keep my eye out and see if I can piece things together. That's the thing about my collection is you will find I don't really have like a whole collection of the same print because I'm just piecing it together one piece at a time from the thrift store, and that's okay. Next up, still in the green zone, I have this little casserole dish. I don't have the lid, and I'm not sure if this is part of the avocado collection or not. This is the lonely piece I have from this shade of green collection. And then also I have this mixing bowl. This one was given to me by my across the street neighbor, same neighbor that gave me her hutch. She gave me a piece of Pyrex as well, and I believe this is from the Americana collection, and that is in the mid-60s. There's two other bowls that go with this one, a larger one and a smaller one, and I believe they're brown, like a brown and a tan. I have this little guy, and this is the woodland print, and this is the only one of this collection that I have as well. This is from the late 70s. This may actually be the newest piece of Pyrex that I have besides like modern store-bought from today. So I have this yellow little, kind of like a little baking dish, casserole dish, and I have used this one actually for baking, and this is also the only piece of this collection that I have. Bright yellow, but it's not the same shade as the primary color yellow, so I'm actually not positive on this one. I'm sure that there's a lot of you that know a little bit more about Pyrex than I do. All I know is what I've learned from collecting over the last 4 years. So I might make some mistakes, but if there are things that I don't know that you know, let me know in the comments. Next up is this early American print. This is actually the largest bowl, the 404, and it's a little bit more rare because it was sold separately. There's 3 other mixing bowls, like the nesting bowls, and those were sold as a set. This one you had to purchase separately. It's the 4-quart size, and so it's a little bit more rare. And this one was given to me by my sweet neighbor that gave me the hutch. Gave me 2 pieces of Pyrex with it. This is one of them. And this one was made in 1961, and I really like it, even though it's brown. Like it's the pictures on it are really cute, and there's Kitty on it. Next up, out of the cabinet is this Primary Colors refrigerator set, and this one was made in the 40s, I believe 1949, and I have pieced this refrigerator set together one piece at a time. So one of these small red fridges was given to me for free at a yard sale, just thrown in with the other things that we got. And the other one I believe was 75 cents. This blue bowl was $1, and I believe the yellow was $2. So very cool. All I'm missing is the lid for the blue dish. So something cool I learned while I was researching for this video is that some of the primary sets are older and more rare because they have different markings on the bottom. So instead of the normal size markings on the bottom, this one has, I'll see if I can show you, it says TM Reg, T.M.Reg. So that, I was reading, is actually a sign that it is more rare and older than the other primary sets, because those were made for several years. So the ones that have that marking on the bottom and not a number marking are older and a little bit more collectible. So very cool. I was able to find this one. Hopefully I can find the lid for the blue dish, and my set is complete. Totally pieced together, one piece at a time. And less than $5 for all of it, so pretty cool. Another little interesting tidbit, because like you can tell that these, even though they're part of that set, they are made at different times. So I'll show you the bottoms. It's that one. And also, I've got the lids inside out, so I know that, but just so that they don't lose them. And then the lid, and then this one, and then the lid. So it's just like each piece is a little different. So I know they're not all from the exact same year, but that's kind of cool. So they're just pieced together. While we're talking primary colors, I also have some of the mixing bowl set. So I have the large yellow bowl, and as I was mentioning, it also has the more rare mark of the TM reg, which means it is a little bit older, maybe more like 30s. And the other bowl from that set I have is the small blue bowl, and it is also the older TM reg. So very cool. I'm missing the red and the green bowls. Hopefully I can piece this set together all from this older same era, which that would be awesome. So I mean, I'm 2 for 4, not too shabby. This bowl I thrifted for $3. This one I can't remember, but I think it was $1.50. Next up, we've got some turquoise. These ones are special to me because this is actually the very first piece of Pyrex I ever had in my collection, and it was given to me by my husband's cousin. Such a sweetheart. We were over there meeting her for the first time. I admired her Pyrex collection, and she sent one home with me. She was one of the ones that inspired me to start collecting Pyrex. Such a sweetheart. Sent me home with my first piece of Pyrex. I have not looked back. I've been collecting ever since. So the turquoise mixing bowl set came out in 1956. And as you know, I love turquoise. It's my favorite color. And my kitchen is turquoise. And so, yeah, turquoise Pyrex, highly collectible for me, simply because it's my favorite color. Also in the blue turquoise realm, I have this baking dish with the lid. This is another one that I'm not quite positive what collection it's from, but it reminds me of the yellow, just the darker shade, deeper shade of it. So let me know if you know. Next up in my collection, we have some flamingo pink. And if you know me at all, you know I love pink. I have these 3 little, they're called individual casserole dish, which is so fun, and I am going to have to do that one of these days because there's 3 people in my little family, so we could all have our own individual casserole. How cute would that be? These I thrifted. They were $1.50 each, and they all have the lids, which is great. Also, in the flamingo pink family, I have these pie plates, and they are a little bit damaged. Like, they have some chips and like stuff I haven't been able to get off of them, but that's okay. I love them anyway. I have made pies in them. I use them. It's great. Last piece of my flamingo pink collection is this casserole dish, baking dish, and this one I use quite often. Every time I make enchiladas, they go in this baby. And I love it. This one's, I use it all the time. Yeah, this one I paid, I believe it was $2. It does have a little chip out of it. That's okay. I still use it all the time. And along with the flamingo pink, I also have one piece of the lime green. And those were both kind of made around the same time, flamingo pink and the lime green. So I have a pie plate in the lime green. And I actually bought this, it was with the 2 flamingo pink pie plates. And these ones get a lot of use. Next up, if you watched my house tour, you know this is a special one. This bowl belonged to my grandma. She gave it to me. It is the Amish butterprint, but it is the orange butterprint. There is also turquoise of this same print. The orange is more rare, which is cool, and this is part of a Cinderella mixing bowl set. This is the middle bowl in that set, so I'd love to be able to collect the other 2 bowls that go with this one, but I have the 443 bowl. Yeah, we'll see if I can piece this set together. I still haven't finished looking at my grandma's house, so maybe the other 2 are there. I'm assuming she got them all as a set, so I don't know if maybe if the other 2 got broken, or if they just kind of got separated. I don't know, but I love having this in my collection. I love that it was my grandma's, and I love that it is a little bit more rare than the turquoise. So this one's really special to me. Next up, while we're on the subject of Amish butterprint, I have the turquoise refrigerator set, and this is part of the like 1% of my collection that I actually purchased a little bit more expensive. It was at a flea market. I believe I paid $40 for this set, but it's all complete and they all have lids and I love it. So there you go. Next up, these two divided dishes, and these ones I don't know a lot about. Like, they're the milk glass Pyrex, but I don't know how old or how new these ones might be. So if you might know, I'll show you the bottom so that you can see the numbers, and if you know, let me know. Next up is this chip dip set, and this one is the Golden Grapes, and it was a promo item in 1961. And what's really unique and cool about these ones is they are not the normal white milk glass. They are actually blue Delphite. So as you can see, the insides are blue, the bottoms are blue. It's the blue Delphite glass instead. So that makes this one a little bit more collectible and a little bit more unique. And this is also special to me because one of my friends gave it to me. She found them at a yard sale and knew that I collected Pyrex, and so she grabbed it for me. So sweet of her. This is super special. I don't have like the bracket to hold. There's a gold bracket that holds this little bowl like this for the chip dip set, which I find that's the case with all of my chip dip sets. It's really hard to find the gold bracket. So I know that there's some repro options available, so I may just go ahead and order some of those because I'd love to have it be able to be displayed with the bracket as well. Speaking of chip dip sets, I have the Turquoise balloon print, and this one is super collectible, and my sweet cousin gave it to me, my husband's cousin that I told you about before that gave me my first Pyrex. She gave this to me. What a sweetheart. Can't even believe it. First she gave me the large bowl, and then she actually found the smaller bowl of the chip dip set. So grateful for so many sweet and wonderful people in my life that give me these treasures. I just can't. It means so much to me and I treasure them. So the balloon print was marketed in 1958, which is one of my favorite years of the 50s, just style aesthetic wise. So very cool that these are from that year. You may have noticed here behind me as I was talking, I also do have another one of the balloon print. I just have the larger dish. I don't have another of the smaller ones. But yeah, this was a super lucky eBay find. I believe I paid $30 or $40 for this one. And like I said, it's pretty collectible, so they are a little bit pricier on eBay. But when I saw it, I thought I would just grab it just in case. Hopefully I can find a smaller bowl at some point and have two sets, and maybe I can gift this to someone that would treasure it as much as I do. Next up is another one of my favorite prints, the Turquoise Snowflakes, and this one first came out in 1957, and I have 3 of the divided dishes, 2 of them with lids, 1 without the lid. I also have this little caddy, and I know it doesn't go perfectly with this dish, but I still just go ahead and display it this way. It kind of fits, so let's go with it. Like I said, I have a few of those divided dishes. This is the other one. It does not have the lid. That's okay. I love it anyway. I also have the turquoise on white version of the Turquoise Snowflakes. So I like to stack them and display it with this one in the middle and then the 2 turquoise, the white on turquoise above and below. I think it looks super cute. So that is it for my Pyrex, and now I'm going to show you some of my Glass Bake and Fire King collections. This one is a Glass Bake piece. Glass Bake came out in 1917 to compete with Pyrex. So it's made out of the same type of glass, and this one is a divided dish. And I don't know the names of the Glass Bake or the Fire King as well, so forgive me for that, but this one I thought was really cute. Like a little pinwheels is what it looks like to me. And this one I thrifted. It was just $2. Here is another little Glass Bake set. I have 3 of the bowls. Has pretty green flowers. Looks like daisies on it. And so this top one is kind of more of an oblong shape, and then the other two are more round. Thrifted as well. Now we're on to Fire King. Fire King is an Anchor Hawking brand. So on the bottom it usually says Anchor Hawking Fire King for the brand. So I have these two bowls and they have really pretty blue flowers, and it's just on the one side. A lot of times with the glass bake and the Pyrex, the pattern is on both sides, like all around the bowl, but these ones just on the front. Next up for Fire King is this cute little dish. It looks like candles to me, but I don't know if that's really what it is called or not. And this one I thrifted. Also, I have these 3 mixing bowls, the small, medium, large. I got these at a yard sale, and these I believe are older than my other Fire King and glass bake. I think the other pieces I showed you are from the 50s. These I believe are 40s. So you can see, I'll show you the label on the bottom. It does look a little different. It doesn't say Anchor Hawking on it. It just says Oven Fire King glass. So pretty cool. And I believe all 3 of these I paid $15 for the set. One of my favorite Fire King pieces I have is this bread pan, and this is, I did research what this is called, and it's called Blue Heaven, and I would love the whole set. This is such a cool atomic looking pattern. I love it. Kind of reminds me of my Broyhill Brasilia furniture, like just the shapes and things, but this is actually not marked, and I just did a little research and found out it was probably made by Fire King, so I'm not positive. If you know more about this, let me know, but yeah, this one was a super awesome find. I would love to find more of this pattern because it's so cool. Last up for Fire King, I have one of the tulip mixing bowls, and I love this one. It is so cute. Tulips are my favorite flower. I don't know if you know that. I love this one. I found it at a yard sale. I believe I paid $9 for this bowl. I'd love to have the other two. I believe this is the largest bowl, and then there's a medium and a small. So yeah, if I could find those other two and complete the set, that would be amazing. I just think it's such a cute pattern. Last but certainly not least, in my collection, I have this sweet little Hazel Atlas strawberry jam jar. And this is actually probably the oldest piece of my collection. So these were a promo item in the 30s, early 40s for Kix cereal. So there was a strawberry, there's also an apple and a pineapple that I would love to get my hands on. These, if you bought 2 boxes of Kix cereal, it was like less than $1 to buy 2 boxes of cereal. Then you could pay an additional penny and get these. Isn't that so, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. Buying 2 boxes of cereal for $1 and getting the cutest little thing for literally 1 cent. So this is what it looks like on the inside. So cute. I found this thrifting. It was only $1. Such luck. So I'm on the hunt. I gotta find the apple. And then the pineapple is actually the most rare. That one I think was a little bit more than a penny. So it was a little bit more expensive to grab that one with your cereal purchase than it was for the strawberry and the apple. But it's super cool looking. Hopefully I can find it one day. We shall see. But yeah, this is super special. I love this little strawberry. It is so cute. So I'm on the hunt. We'll see what we can do. That's it, guys. That was my Pyrex collection. I am constantly on the lookout. Hopefully when the thrift stores open again, I will be able to continue my search for Pyrex in the wild. Let me know below, do you collect Pyrex? Do you collect Fire King or maybe glass bake? I'd love to hear about it. What is your favorite piece in your collection? What is your most rare find? Tell me all about it in the comments. I would love to hear. If you would like to support my channel, I will leave a link below in the description for my Ko-fi page. All of your support and comments mean the world to me. I sure do my best to respond to all of them on my current video, and I definitely read them all. So thank you so much for all of your kind comments and sweet words. It means the world to me that you are here and a part of this sweet little corner of the internet with me, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye! Hey, dude, don't drink my tea. I just love him so much. I know you do, honey.